Hello, and welcome to another episode. It's been a very long time since the last one of Morris Minor Repair. Today, we're going to be pulling the motor on the Minor because we have some rust that I want to deal with because I'm going to start driving this car every day, basically. And we got some rust that I want to deal with before using it because it's going to be pretty good. Because if you look at this kick plate down there, that's bent. If you look up here, that's cracked. Both sides, and you can see there's a rust hole there. And look at that. Bent. That hole is not supposed to be oval. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull the motor out because we've got some pretty bad rust. It's not as bad as the rust in this thing, but it's still pretty bad. So let's get to pulling this front clip off. Okay, so I have removed the hood, or should I say bonnet, with this car. And I've gently placed it on the front of my Citroën. So I'm going to start on taking the grill out. The whole shroud comes, the whole grill and radiator, I think, come out as one unit. So I believe I have to take off these chrome strips. And there are a series of bolts around there, and there are a couple bolts on the bottom. And with that out, we can get access to basically everything we need to pull this motor. Okay, so here we have the front off. There's our grill. There's our hood. And we got the hockey sticks up there. Our bumpers underneath the grill. And this is the reason we got to pull the motor. So, this is cracked. And basically, the only thing that's holding this side and this side of the car together are the engine mounts. And look at this engine mount. It's also cracked. So, this was going to literally break in half very soon. So, I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to remanufacture a new front end for it. Okay, so we have the drive shaft out. Under there, drive shaft is against the wall. We've got the exhaust off. I think we got to pull a few more things. The thing should come out. Okay, so we have the engine out of the car. And let's just say it was not that hard of a job. I had a friend of mine helping me do it, so we got it out. Some of the wiring, I did cut a little bit of it, but I know which ones I cut, so I know what goes where. Here are all the bits that came out. There are basically that many bolts. Your transmission stick, and basically you just pull it out. There isn't really much to do with this. You just disconnect everything, and it just kind of slides right out. Way easier than an MG Midget, I'll tell you that. So, thanks for watching, and in the next part, we'll be addressing this rust area. Because that's not good. Matter of fact, before I lower this thing off the jack stands, I'm going to ratchet strap the two sides together so it doesn't break in half.